Hey guys, how y'all doing? Okay, angry and confused, frustrated and hungry, tired but awake, all of the above? Same! I genuinely hope this ridiculously upbeat funk music can give us an emotional reset, cause it's happening, whether you like it or not. In 3, 2, 1. So, once upon a time, I had a mom. You're doing great, Yoko. Just keep going. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I always borrow from my mum's wardrobe. And this whole video is just a large attempt to show her exactly how much I appreciate her. Sorry guys for that extra long intro. What am I wearing? It kind of reminds me of an IKEA bedsheet print. My mum actually looks like a super babe in this. I don't know right now, but take notes. This is what you want to wear when you're in your 50s if you want to look fine. I styled it with some hella vintage, keeping it chill. Oh, and an anklet. Voila. It is so blue. I think that's almost a vintage giveaway. Colorful things just don't fit into our world. It's always gonna be black and sexy. This dress is so loose fitting and comfortable, so I folded it down a chill, almost hippie vintage vibe. 2 pigtails, it's like a different dimension. It does take it to another period, so I added some babe and platforms and an anklet. Check it, vibrant prints. This 2-piece is one of the outfits I think looks the best on my mum. It's cool and mature. I accessorized it up to give it some more younger feels, matching it with these print boots too. And sort of takes me back to disco days. Dunno why. I know my mum wore this blouse for professional environments. It's so preservative with a loose and dressy bow for a collar. And I like the print. Maroon was something my mum wore a lot as I was growing up as a kid, and it was always something I never wore until much older. I found my best pencil skirt, chucked on some cute little heels, and I had to ponytail it up so it would feel a little bit more age appropriate for this inexperienced, still stumbling through life young adult. And this one would be my favorite. This print is so disco, it actually has me swooning. And I know sexy in 2020 is like figure hugging and black dresses with low backs and high slits, but this was the damn dress I feel like growing up, in my opinion anyway. Just the way it like holds the upper body and accentuates the female figure. I can't help but feel beautiful in it. Maybe it's also psychological too. It makes sense that my image of what beauty for a woman looks like would be my mom and the dresses she would wear. But anyway. 6. This slip dress. It feels so vintage. There is a simplicity to this dress and its figure that makes it elegant. And they really feminine it, is that a word? Up with a little bow detail, some floral print, but still made it mature with its black and white color palette. I added some platforms to make me taller, and I wore it with my head down, trying to give it a really effortless feel. This cute little kimono. It's really an Americanized kimono. It has a collar, weird. Anyway, the print is very kawaii Japanese, and it matched with this little slip too. So I just tucked it into some denim, added some platforms to vintage it up, and doubled that kawaii Asian look with 2 pigtails. I was surprised to find this in my mom's wardrobe because it's a pretty young looking dress, like Alice in Wonderland sort of vibes, with its big bows, puffy sleeves, picnic print. But it was fun dressing it up with little heels and some socks and this headband. Oh my gosh, so much print. It's like I saw print and more print and more print and just kept chucking it all together. This printed jumpsuit feels pretty retro, especially with these colorful wedges. I added a bangle because that was retro too, and a headband because that would also make it more retro. And this is the expensive part of her vintage wardrobe collection. The vintage collection I get when she's no longer wearing them. Okay, that sounded really dark. I didn't mean it to sound that dark. It was her auntie's. It's the most beautiful lace top. I played it down and made it pretty vintage, matching it with some simple pants and shoes. Here is another lace top, except a little more naughty and less classy. You might be able to see some boobie. That was not my intention, but I love the sleeves. It has a triangle shape, very nice, and it has some very fine details along it too. Overall, the shape and just the lace designs are so beautiful and mwah. So this blazer is the last thing I ran away with from my mom's wardrobe. The stripes are fun, the half up the arm sleeve length is pretty, and matching it up with gold was so glorious. The style was pretty 2020 inspired, but instead of a shorter skirt, I went for long and vintaged it up a bit with bigger jewelry. What was that even sound? Vintaged it up a bit with bigger jewelry, oh my gosh. And instead of bulk pieces, singular, with these slick leather but still platform shoes. That makes sense, you guys? The part where I was talking about bulk? And that is my mother's wardrobe. A glorious blast from the past. Welcome back to the future, and I hope you enjoyed this ride. Thank you for dealing with my corniness and for watching this video. Take care, you guys, and comment down below. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!